One of my favorite quotes of all time comes from Abraham Lincoln. He once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." Now, the reason I love this quote so much is because it's such a powerful metaphor for the way that the human mind works. Because no matter which trees you want to chop down in your life, no matter which goals, which dreams, which ambitions that you want to pursue, sharpening your axe, mastering your mind, developing a more powerful brain is one of the best investments that you could ever make in your life. And so today I want to take a deep dive into a powerful habit or daily ritual that you can use in order to maximize your performance every single day. And that's the ritual, the habit of daily morning exercise. Now, we all know about the great benefits of exercise on, your physical health, the, strength of your muscles and your heart and, burning calories, losing weight, all of that stuff, right? But what people don't talk about as much is the incredible psychological effects, the effects of exercise on your brain, because it's truly powerful. And so today I want to take a deep dive into what happens in your brain, both in the short term and the long term, when you exercise regularly. And so in the short term, exercise is one of the greatest mood boosters you could ever imagine. One of my old running coaches, she had this saying, she said, I run in the morning, so I'm not an asshole during the day, and I always love that quote because it's so true. Like by exercising first thing in the morning, you feel amazing, right? There's never been a time where I regretted a run, always feel amazing afterwards. You have more energy, more aliveness, more passion, more happiness. And when we feel good, we do good, right? When we feel good, we treat people in different ways. We act in different ways. We make better choices. And so all day long, your mood is going to be improved, right? And so what happens in your brain then is, first of all, exercise releases dopamine, the inspirational neurotransmitter. You release serotonin, which is associated with your happiness, right? So it's a natural antidepressant. It leads to more happiness. You also release noradrenaline, which is responsible for the arousal of your nervous system. So it makes you alert and motivated to go. And at the same time, exercise decreases cortisol, the stress hormone in your body. So you not only feel more motivated, more excited, more happy and ready to go, you also experience less stress and anxiety, which then means that your ability to make better decisions, problem solve, to attend to the problem at hand, to focus on the present moment, all of these abilities are skyrocket for several hours after working out. And so what that means for you is that, if you have an important exam in the morning, if you want to do any kind of creative work, like writing a book, for example, or if you have any, big problems that you want to solve, exercising right before that is going to allow you to master your mental performance. It's going to allow you to do better, to be more creative and more motivated, more inspired, more focused on the task at hand. Now, that's just, the short-term benefits. But what's actually more interesting are the long-term benefits that exercise has, because it actually changes the structure of your brain over the long run. And so what happens is, if you exercise consistently, you actually create new brain cells and you actually increase the gray matter in your brain of 2 important areas. Number one is the prefrontal cortex, right here in the front of your brain, which is responsible for things like executive functioning, decision making, goal setting and achievement, problem solving, attention and focus. So all of these abilities that have made us as human beings the most dominant species on earth, that have allowed us, to create all of these amazing technologies like the internet or the phone I'm using right now, that have allowed us to send man to the moon. And so can you imagine the power of making your own prefrontal cortex more efficient? Now, the second key area that is strengthened, actually increases in volume through exercise, is the hippocampus, where memory, long-term memory is stored. So what that means is, your abilities to learn and to store information in your brain actually increase through exercise. What's more is you also release something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is often called the growth hormone of your brain. Because what it does is it actually replaces, or rather repairs, brain cells that have been damaged by stress, and also allows you to build new connections between different neurons. And if you think about the way that we learn new things, that we learn new information, it's about connecting new ideas together, right? And that happens in the brain by connecting new neurological structures. And that's exactly where BDNF comes in and helps you do that more efficiently and faster, right? Now, if that's not enough for you, exercise is also one of the greatest antidepressants and euphorians you could ever imagine. You know, I mentioned the short-term benefits on your mood before, but this also happens in the long run. So if you exercise regularly, over the long run, you're going to experience far more positive emotions and far less negative emotions. And so it's just a great mood booster. It's great for, you know, just your happiness and your, you know, enjoyment of life in general, your health and well-being. And so, you know, if you want to master your mental performance consistently every single day, exercise in the morning is such a game changer. It's such a must, and it's really truly changed my life for the better. And so, you know, what's great about it also is that you can combine exercise in the morning with learning. So whether it's, you know, listening to audiobooks or great podcasts, no matter whether it's, you know, inspirational, educational, it's gonna skyrocket your performance. Why? Because if you look at all the greatest performers in the world, you know, whether it's in athletics or business or music or arts, whatever it is, what sets apart the best of the best is they never stop learning, they never stop growing, they never stop reinventing themselves, finding better ways to develop their skill sets. And so if you can start your day, you know, getting physical, you know, moving your body, getting energetic and excited, and at the same time learning new things, you're gonna separate yourself from the masses. You're gonna separate yourself from the other 99% or so of people that, you know, wake up in the morning and all they do is watch the negative news and then, you know, eat a bunch of junk food. You're gonna separate yourself from nearly everybody else. Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't really like listening to stuff while working out, and that's totally fine. You know, sometimes what I like to do is, you know, just go out and, you know, reflect. You know, when you're out in the woods or, you know, seeing a beautiful sunrise, it's such a great time to really reflect on, you know, where you're heading with your life, the goals, the ambitions, the dreams that you're currently pursuing, right? And really get intentional about, you know, how do I want to live? You know, what are the experiences, the thoughts, the emotions, the beliefs that I want to hardwire in your brain? Really get clear on, you know, what I want to accomplish today, you know, the goals that I'm going to achieve today. All of these things, you know, really getting clear on it every single day is so powerful. You know, that's what I did just this morning. You know, I woke up 5 a.m. this morning and did a little, you know, workout just to get my blood flowing. I usually do my, you know, harder workouts at night. So this morning it was just, you know, a little power walk and some strength exercises to really get my blood flowing, to get myself energetic and excited. And at the same time, you know, I was really getting clear and intentional about how I want to live today. You know, what are the goals that I'm gonna crush? You know, what are, you know, the things that, you know, I want to do, experience, you know, the emotions I want to feel, you know, how do I want to show up? I want to be present, I want to be excited, I want to be bold, right? And so just getting clear on that, you know, by 5:30 this morning, I had more energy in my little finger than most people have the entire days on 5 cups of coffee, just because I got so clear on who I want to be and what I want to do. And I got intentional and I used my body in different ways. I used it more energetically than most people do. And so it's such a great way to wake up. It's a way that, you know, you don't need coffee to wake up anymore, but you wake yourself up with your energy, with your drive, with the meaning and purpose that you create in yourself, in your life. And so it's such a great and powerful tool. And you know, the good thing about it is, like, you don't need to start spending an hour a day doing it. You know, you don't need to start big. You know, if it's the first time you do it, you know, simply waking up and going for a 1-minute run or, you know, 5-minute power walk around your block, it's already going to be a shift in perspective. It's already going to help you start this process and help you build consistency. Because the problem is most people start too hard on things. You know, they do things that aren't sustainable over the long run. So if you want to start the habit of exercising in the morning, it doesn't have to be big. You know, it doesn't even have to be a real workout. It's just about getting your blood flowing. It's about, you know, getting moving, you know, moving your muscles, moving your body. And by doing that over and over and over again, you're going to build more excitement, more energy, more drive inside of yourself. And if you combine that with, you know, listening to inspirational content or, you know, getting intentional about how you want to live, it's a total game changer. It's a total life change. And so, guys, I really hope that this video inspires you to pick up this daily routine, this daily habit of exercising first thing in the morning. It's truly amazing, and I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below to get more videos like this on mental mastery, what it takes to live an amazing life. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.